When I did my video review of the Changan CS35 Plus in 2021, I did say that it looked a little bit frumpy, especially when you compare it to the larger CS75 Plus. Well guys, not anymore. The 2022 CS35 Plus went through styling school and passed with flying colors. In this video, we check out what the top-spec Changan CS35 Plus Luxe has got to offer. Let's do this. Hello guys, I'm Reagan and welcome back to another car feature. If you're new to my channel, I want you to click that subscribe button for your regular dose of Philippine automotive content. If you're my subscriber already, well, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. But first, click that like button. Also, special thanks to Changan Manila Bay for providing the CS35 Plus Luxe to do this car feature. Here's a word from Changan Manila Bay.
Hi, welcome to Changan Manila Bay. Here at Macapagal Boulevard, Corner Hill Puyat, Pasay City.
If you want to have a test drive, you can book online. So you can have a feel and touch of the unit. So just book online and message us in the contact details below.
The CS35 Plus is the biggest makeover story of the year. You see, the previous CS35 Plus, yeah, it looked good in its own right, although it looked too similar to the design of the Volkswagen Tiguan. Now, that's not really a bad look, although yeah, it's a bit on the boring side, especially when, as I said, you compare it to the sexy CS75 Plus. Well guys, that all changed for 2022. You see, for this year, the CS35 Plus now gets the same design theme that can be found across the Changan lineup. Now, what's even more surprising here is the price, because this top-spec Changan CS35 Plus Luxe retails for only 1,169,000 Philippine pesos. Now, that price is as low as you can go considering the amount of features, tech, and safety bits that we are getting from this car. So what exactly changed here? Well guys, apparently a lot. You see, the front fascia of the CS35 Plus no longer looks like that of a Volkswagen Tiguan. It now gets a front grille here that is more akin with its larger sibling, the CS75 Plus. However, this CS35 Plus gets these LED DRLs on top of the front grille, and it connects all the way to the actual LED DRLs found right here. Now, since these are just LED DRLs, well, the LED headlights can be found here on the sides of the front bumper. Now, these LED headlight housings are also connected by this gorgeous-looking red design trim here, which, if you put them all together, gives this CS35 Plus a truly distinctive and futuristic look. In fact, guys, I'd even dare say that this baby right here looks even better than the CS75 Plus. Don't agree with me? Well, fight me in the comments. The side profile of the CS35 Plus remains largely the same, except, well, this top-spec Luxe trim now gets a blacked-out roof here. Now, we also have this red trim found on the lower part of the doors instead of the matte aluminum trim found in the previous model. Now, other than that, guys, well, all the other bits are pretty much a carryover. We still get the same power folding side mirrors here with LED turn signals, the same roof rails, and the same size 18-inch alloy wheels wrapped in 45 series tires. Heck, we also get the same thingies found on top of the wheel wells of the CS35 Plus. So Yeah, I really wish that they removed that, guys, but it's just a minor quirk, minor quibble. It's a minor bummer for me, so yeah. Anyway, as for the mechanical bits, it's also pretty much the same. We get four-wheel disc brakes here, and for the suspension, we have a MacPherson setup in the front and a torsion beam at the back. Now, the ground clearance is also the same at 180 millimeters, which is perfectly decent for a subcompact crossover. While the previous CS35 Plus had to rely on fancy gimmicks like dancing LED taillights, well, this updated CS35 Plus Luxe has no need for that. Well, of course, we still get that LED light bar here that connects the gorgeous LED taillights together. Now, it still has the same functional dual exhaust pipes there, but this top-spec CS35 Plus Luxe now adds a power liftgate to its ensemble. As you can see, when you pop this thing open, you'll see that the cargo capacity of the CS35 Plus Luxe remains the same as the outgoing model. You see, we still get 403 liters of cargo capacity here, which is good enough for a couple of medium-sized luggage, as you can see. Now, if you need more space than that, well, the back seats can also fold down, which will now expand your cargo carrying capacity to 950 liters. When it comes to power, well, the main competitor of the CS35 Plus is the Geely Coolray. Now, while this CS35 Plus is still down on power, well, the gap is now a little bit smaller. You see, what we have here is the same 1.4-liter four-cylinder turbocharged gasoline motor, but this engine has now been massaged to put out 158 horsepower and 260 Newton meters of torque. Now, all of that power is still sent to the front wheels via the same 7-speed wet-type dual-clutch transmission. Now, we have more torque on tap here, which means that this CS35 Plus Luxe will put up a stronger fight against the Geely Coolray in the performance category. The CS35 Plus receives a massive upgrade here inside the cabin when you compare it to the outgoing model. Now, we still get leather seats here, guys, but the leather now is a combination, a two-tone leather. We've got black and red here, plus we also have some red leather inserts on your door cards. However, the seats are still, well, hybrid power adjustable, because when you want to slide it forward and back, you get power adjustments. But if you want to adjust your seat back, well, it's still a manual adjustment there. Now, I'm still kind of getting used to that, but it's still just a minor quibble, guys, not really a big issue. Now, when you look at the steering wheel of this thing, well, we still get the same leather-wrapped steering wheel with a flat bottom, but if you check out the buttons on the steering wheel, well, this CS35 Plus Luxe, the top-spec variant, gets buttons for adaptive cruise control. Now, guys, that's something that really surprised me, considering that we are in the value subcompact crossover category and we're getting adaptive cruise control. Now, on top of that, this top-spec CS35 Plus Luxe also gets a full host of safety features and driver assist aids, which you are now seeing on your screen. It's all over my screen, guys. I mean, it's crazy how we have ADAS here in this value subcompact crossover category. We've got emergency braking, we've got all of those stuff going on, which makes this CS35 Plus one of the, or if not the most, well, the safest subcompact crossover in its category today. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, more safety is always a 2 thumbs up. Now, guys, for the steering wheel, when you go back to this, you can see it also adjusts for tilt and telescoping. So that's also a good thing. And when you turn your attention to the instrument gauge cluster of this, well, you'll see that it also received a massive upgrade here. You see, we now get a dual panel LED display here where the gauge cluster incorporates with the infotainment system. Now, this is a gorgeous execution here, guys. And the instrument gauges even get multiple themes if you want to change the display, the format of this thing. Now when you move over to the infotainment system, we get here a large 10-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which unfortunately does not have CarPlay and Android Auto, so connections has to be done via Bluetooth or via smartphone mirroring. Now fortunately though, we do get the image of a 360-degree view camera there, and it also comes with 3D mode, and the image quality is spot on, guys. I mean, yeah, it can rival the camera image found in, let's say, the Geely Coolray. Now when you move down from the infotainment system, we have here your switch gear for your fully automatic climate control system, and I love that this is like an aluminum trim. It gives a premium vibe to it. It has that nice premium feeling to it, guys. And moving down further, we also have a wireless charge pad here. Another big surprise for the subcompact crossover category, the value subcompact crossover category. Quite surprising there. And we also have here the button for your electronic park brake, which now comes with an auto hold feature. You see, we missed that in the previous model of the CS35 Plus, but now we have an auto hold button right here, which is perfect. It's a perfect match for the dual clutch transmission that we have. Now, beside that electronic park brake, we also have the button for your 360-degree view camera, and beside that, there's a button called Save, because the front camera of this thing also acts as a dash cam, so you can record whatever you want to record using this button. So that's also pretty nifty. Now, as for the key of this thing, guys, well, the CS35 Plus comes with a smart key fob, as you can see, and it also comes with a circular button there, which means that we are also equipped with a remote engine start function. So yeah, I'm really blown away by the amount of tech, safety, and features that we are getting in this CS35 Plus Luxe, because it's really something that you don't expect to get for below 1 million Philippine pesos if you're able to get it at the introductory price. But still, at the SRP, it is still a tremendous value for money. Now, guys, below that those buttons, we have here a couple of cup holders, which I will subject to my clean canteen test. Now, as you can see, the CS35 Plus Luxe completely passes my clean canteen test. And in case you're wondering, this is a 600 ml flask right here. Now, as for the cabin materials used here, well, of course, being in the value subcompact crossover segment, you do expect to get some plastics here. We do get some soft touch plastics for the top of the dashboard, some soft touch plastics here at the door cards, although we do get some stitched leather here in the grab handle here in the center tunnel, as well as your center armrest, and of course the red leather inserts found on your door cards. However, the fit and finish of this thing is really fantastic, guys. And in fact, even the doors open and close with authority, as you can see. See? It's pretty solid, really good sounding thud right there. Now, the fit and finish, the quality, spot on. I mean, wow, guys. This is really a premium cabin to spend a lot of time in case you're stuck in Manila traffic. I got to ride here at the back seat of this updated CS35 Plus when Doc RM of Riding in Tandem drove it around during the launch. Now, at that time, in that short test drive, I can tell you guys that the back seat of this CS35 Plus is quiet and comfortable, and it's quite refined for a subcompact crossover that's riding on a torsion beam. In fact, it doesn't even feel like it's riding on a torsion beam. Now, guys, for the absolute space here, well, we get a good amount of space here at the back seat. In fact, it's a tad bit bigger than the other subcompact crossovers in the category. Now, guys, I'm 5'6", and this is my driving position here, and I still get a good 8 to 9 inches of knee room, and for the headroom, well, it's still a decent 4 inches. Now, the feeling of space here at the back is further amplified by this large panoramic sunroof here. And I love that they went with a two-tone red and black leather trim here at the back, same as the ones found in the front, because it really gives this back seat that upscale and premium feeling. Now, when it comes to the amenities here at the back, well, it's pretty similar to the outgoing, well, CS35 Plus. We still get a solo rear AC vent here and a solo USB charge port, as well as this smallish little center armrest here that comes with a couple of cup holders. Well, it seems that what we have here is a complete package. Pound for pound, the tech, safety, looks, and price of this updated CS35 Plus Luxe makes it one of the best contenders in the subcompact crossover category. Now, while I haven't driven this updated model yet, I did get to drive the previous one that came before it, and if that were any indicator of the driving performance of this thing, well guys, I can tell you right now that this updated CS35 Plus Luxe will also deliver in the driving category. Now, of course, a full-blown driving review video is in order here so that we can fully tell if this updated CS35 Plus Luxe is a true game changer. Now, I'll make sure that that driving review video will happen very soon. Heck, I could even compare this with the upcoming, well, updated Geely Coolray. Now, let me know if you want to see that video happen by clicking the like button and, well, letting me know in the comments below. But until then, guys, thanks for watching.